the nerds will inherit the copier world. Yes, they will, folks. One day you'll find out how they'll do it, and when they'll do it, that's a question. That's another question. But it will happen, I'm sure. The way the photocopier industry's going with a load of shit that they make, well, it's got to be sooner rather than later. Well, let's see how big this is. A business card. So we're going to make this one, if I remember correctly, 340, I think, on the horizontal, and on the vertical, I think it's 390, if I remember correctly. I haven't done a business card for a while. But this is an interesting business card. I'm wondering what we're going to do with this one. If we're going to make it into a negative image or going to keep it positive, we'll soon find out. So we're just going to make it negative, and our background colour will be cyan or magenta. So yellow. I'm trying to decide. We're going magenta. Right, so going magenta. Going to go here. Right, how much red are we going to add to this? We don't want to add any red because we don't want to turn it into a pink, not a pink, a lilac-ish colour. So we're going to make this one fairly warm, almost hot. Actually, I'm wondering if we can just get rid of the brightness, and we're just going to use copy density instead. And we're going to just use, therefore we can use the contrast. So the contrast can go up without that. Oh, we forgot one thing, the colour balance. We normally like to up the colours to make them really pop. So let's see how we go with that. Don't know how well this is going to work, this particular one. Anyway, it's an interesting piece. It's called The Forum. Amanda Mitchell Counselling. I found this on the ground and I thought it was a really nice image to use. And yeah, here it is. I found it. I lost it in my bag somewhere, and then it just turned up, and I thought I'd take it out and use it in this as a demo. Let's see how we can go with this. Right, let's see how this looks. Right, how it comes, let's see what we've got. Okay, well, that looks interesting. I don't think the magenta totally goes with that. I'm actually thinking maybe a better colour than magenta, and that looks kind of like a dirty colour. But it's an interesting look. I don't like the border on the bottom. Maybe we haven't got it enlarged as much. We may have to enlarge it a bit more to get rid of the border on the bottom there. So we're just going to go here, and we're just going to make the vertical a little bit larger. I don't know if this is what's causing it. We're going to call it 394, and we're going to change the background colour to something nicer. It doesn't go, and I had a feeling that the blue would turn into an ugly colour, so I'm actually thinking we're going to kill off. Now we're going to have to really change the settings on this silly thing. There's a lot of changes that need to be done to make this look nice. So wondering if we're going to just leave those in play, and we're just going to do a full-on tweak of this device. So I don't think the hue should be hot. We're just going to put it in the middle. The copy density is going to now be in the middle because we're working in positive mode, not negative. So wondering, oh, we forgot to set the saturation. That's not normal. We don't normally forget that or this. So let's see how we go with this. Make this into a nice, probably a two-way mirror image, I'd say. I don't know. We'll soon find out how this will look. So let's see how we go. Right, that does look nicer. It's got a bit I can see it's a bit yellow. Now you can see that looks a bit better now that that's a bit closer. It's a bit bigger, it's a bit too big, but it's okay like that. Just wondering what we're going to do with this. If we're going to see what we can do, we might do something more interesting. We're going to make it 400 both ways. Going to make this into something a little bit more interesting as a demo. We're going to make it, instead of a fit to page, we're going to make this into something a little bit more fancy. I think we're going to drop out some of the yellow. I think that's pretty much what we're doing. So now we're just going to print this off at 400. So we're going to lose parts of this image. So this will make it much better. This should hopefully make it much better as a mirror image, as a 4-way mirror image. I don't like just fitting things to page like I used to. I like to change it up and do new things. So that's our last one. And this is the one we just pumped out. So we got that cut off. So we're going to make that the centre of the job. So this is an interesting, it still looks a bit yellow. Maybe the background could change. We could change the background. Maybe we got a bit too much background, so we've got to get rid of that. So we're just going to remove it. We're just going to put it on standard. And let's see how that goes. Okay, let's see if that's a bit better. Still looks a bit yellowish, but hey, you've got to have a bit of yellow in it, I suppose. And yellow is, to me, the happy colour. Now, it looks like, yeah, it looks like this border's a bit large, but hey, we're on 400, so you've got to expect that. So now we're just going to lay this out as a 4-way mirror image. So let's see how that goes. Out it comes. That's our second image in this piece. So we're just going to put that there, and we're just going to put that there. So we're just going to line that up. Yep, that's these two, and now we're just going to make 2 mirror images of this, and then we're just going to pump out 2 of them as mirror images. Sorry. So we're just going to go here. Hopefully that'll work nicely. I'm hoping it's not going to do anything funny with the original size. Let's see how we go. There it goes, out one, and there's another. Okay, let's see how we go with that. See, these are our mirrors, so we're going to put them together, and yeah. Oops, we just nudged that one out of position a little. Just got to straighten it up a bit. Sorry, folks. It's not an easy thing to do, trying to get these into position correctly. So let's see, we just line that up. Just nudging them around a bit, unfortunately. Sorry, folks. Just got to straighten that up a bit. See how we go. This one looks a bit crooked. That one's there. Still, that's a bit... It's not far in, it still looks a bit short. It's so difficult, folks, sorry. Trying to get this to look good. Still a bit out of place. It's not an easy thing to do, but I think now we could call it quits. That looks kind of strange, interesting. I think now this is it.